Hi, welcome to the Creative Wandering Duo. Sandra here. Welcome to all the new subscribers. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we hope you enjoy our content that we're putting out. I guess you must, because otherwise you wouldn't have subscribed. Anyway, I'm back at the machine, and I had showed this topper in the video scrap / crumb quilt, and I am now have it on the machine, and I've decided how I'm going to quilt it. The quilt sometimes just has to talk to me. So I just wanted to show you how I was doing the negative spaces, and I'm using a variegated thread because in this negative space and with the colors coming from the scrappy part, the variegated thread brings out all those colors, so it makes it very, very nice. And in the colored part, I think what I'm going to be doing is I'll turn the quilt once I have all these negative spaces quilted. I'll turn this and just do straight lines in there. I'll show that in a later video, how I finished it off. In this video, I want to also show you how to thread my Memory Craft 6000 Janome. One of the subscribers had asked for that and reminded me again, so I will get that done for you, sir. Roll the intro. Okay, this is my Memory Craft 6000 Janome machine, and I do believe it's the very first computerized machine that Janome put out. It has 3 computer chips. You can see this knob here. That's for all of these stitches, and to get to these different stitches you just have to press the buttons. Okay, then the second computer chip gives me all of these stitches. Now these stitches all have a number. To get the numbers, like if I wanted to do stitch number 68, I would look in this screen here, press 6 and 8, and I would have stitch number 68. To clear that, I just go down here, hit clear. I can reverse any image by hitting the TOM, and I can program it if I'm writing a name. I can put in whichever letter I want and hit program. These buttons here are my width and my length. Okay, the third chip, you can see the number 3 there. I'm not sure if you can or not. Anyway, it's another alphabet and some more stitches. Your tension is here, and I was asked how to thread this. Now there is a thread guide right there, tells you how to thread it. I use spools because, being a long armor, I have a lot of spools. So I use this thread tamer from Wonderful Specialty Threads, and I love it. I don't have one of the attachments on because right now I don't need it, but what it does is it sits in here, and it has a cross pole that I can put on a spool so that it feeds directly in. Now I take and set this way behind here so that my threads will come over the top, so they do not get into this wheel. That is one thing you've got to make sure when you're using the spools in any kind of a threading system like this, is you do not want them getting into this wheel. If the thread gets wrapped around there, you're off to see a technician. Okay, so the first place the thread goes is, and I'm hoping you can see this, and try and set this camera up in here. Don't know how that's going to work. See this, what I'm doing. Okay, I'll try and keep my fingers out of the way. First place it gets is right there. Click. Then from here it goes around this little knob. Now there's 2 sides here that you want it on the inside, and it comes down and around and up, and again, I don't know if you can see, but it catches in that. I usually have to do, there it goes, it's in there, and then back. Being your own camera person is nice, but not so nice. Okay, we have it coming through up here. Now it's going to come down around through there, and then there's another hook here. Oh, come on. and it's around there. This is your needle threader. I'm not sure if it'll work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't think it did. Nope. You can feel when it does. Maybe I don't have the needle in the right spot. There, maybe that worked. No. No, it's not going to work for me. Like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So then I just go and get this tool. You hook your thread in. Push it through. I hope you can see that my hand isn't in the way there. It might have been. Anyway, the machine is now threaded. So I am going to put my 1/4 inch foot on, and they just snap on feet. And I do believe well, we'll see if that works. When I was going through all my scraps, I found these blocks, so I'm just going to sew them and make them into a runner. I do like to start with a little piece of fabric in my machine. And this is the quietest machine I have ever owned. I bought this in brand new in, I believe it was the late 70s, early 80s somewhere. All my kids have learned to sew on it, plus a few others. And it was my traveling machine. I did a lot of teaching and traveling. With this machine. I very seldom use pins, so I've got a heavy seam there, so that'll go crunch crunch. you have it. Just have to press this and border it, and that'll make a nice runner. Table runner. I just wanted to point out in the threading process, these red felts that come with your machine are very, very and a very important part of your tension. And if you've lost them, you can take a piece of batting, just cut a circle out of it, and put it on there. That helps with your spool tension when you put a spool on there. And I didn't realize how important they were until I started working with specialty threads. And they're kind of the juvenile delinquents of threads. You have your metallics and your holographic threads. And yeah, they are a whole different ball game. Someday I'll do a demo on them. But once you've learned how to use them, they are so great to work with. But these are very important, and a lot of people don't realize how important they are until you start to play with different threads. But anyway, that is the demo on my Janome Memorycraft 6000 from the 70s. Thank you for joining me, and remember to do all the things, like, subscribe, and comment. We've really been enjoying the comments, and hopefully Dave will be back from his contract work, and he can get some more woodworking videos done. And with spring coming, we've had some rain here the last couple of days, and the grass is starting to green up. My tulips are just popping up out in the garden, and hopefully they'll be blooming soon. I can show those to you. Also our daffodils and crocuses, they're coming up. And believe it or not, I planted spinach last year, and it grew, and the spring, when the snow disappeared, there was this spinach out there just growing, and we've eaten the leaves off of it already. It's unusual. I figured it would freeze, but it hasn't, and it tastes wonderful. Have fresh greens out of your garden already, especially this far north, because the temperatures aren't really that warm yet, although we are supposed to get up into the 13s, 14s, 15s Celsius this week, so that'll be nice. Can't think of anything else to say. I hope you enjoyed. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers. We appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, stay real. Bye for now.